Hello, welcome to Native Language course LNCAO, and we are going to start with the communication project. So, we said in this unit you will have a chance to utilize the language and feel comfortable in speaking, reading, and writing. Throughout the project, you will stay focused on what kind of vocabulary you will capture in the language structure. So you will you will identify and make connections with native values by interviewing an elder. Okay, we're gonna start with a video, and it's about interviewing an elder.
This video is part of the Dragonfly project that is funded by a grant from the American Indian College Fund. The purpose of this video is to share insight into the process of interviewing elders. The term elder refers to an individual known for the spiritual and cultural knowledge they hold. The term does not refer to someone's age, but rather their level of cultural and traditional knowledge. Elders have a wealth of indigenous knowledge, histories, languages, and ways of knowing community. They are a source of teachings that raise awareness of indigenous histories, worldviews, and help all of us increase our own cultural competencies and awareness. Hello, my name is Shote Waters, but my Lakota people know me as Wapaha Numpa. I am the grandson of Florence Tubles, my maternal grandmother, and Bessie Little Hawk, my paternal grandmother. I am Oglala Lakota. I am going to discuss with you the way to interview a Northern Plains Native American elder as it was taught to me. Interviewing the elders and then documenting what they share is one of the best ways for preserving oral stories, languages, and history. Here are the topics we'll be covering in this video. First, establishing contact with an elder. Second, appropriate behavior during the interview. And finally, understanding tribal culture and elders. It is important to understand the role and position an elder plays within their tribe. All tribes highly revere their elders. Most Plain Indian tribes, like the Dakota, Nakota, and Lakota people, are matriarchal. The grandmother is at the head of the family alongside her husband, the grandfather. When you want to interview them, you may need to contact their children, grandchildren, or whoever helps care for them, and ask their permission first to see if you can speak to their elder. Try to find out the appropriate way to contact the elder if you can, as many tribes have different ways of doing it. If you are unable to find anyone for immediate contact, you could contact their tribal government office for information. They will do their best to help you make contact, but they may question your intent, as many tribes are very protective of their people. So be ready to inform them of your project, your good intentions, and the goal of your interview. Once you receive permission to interview the elder, also ask what a respectful offering or gift would be to give them. Many of our elders love wakalapi, the Lakota word for coffee. Gifting a blanket would be another example of an appropriate gift. Many male elders would also accept a can of tobacco. An offering to them is important, so make sure you have it to share during your first meeting with them. When talking about a good time to meet, make sure they understand you like to meet at their convenience. Let them know if possible how many times you would like to visit. Also, discuss eye contact. Building a great relationship with their families is very important, and this relationship could help open the door for more visitations and possibly introduce you to others who might be willing to talk with you. Now that you have the first interview set up, let's talk about appropriate behavior. First of all, make sure you get there on time. When entering one's home, you should make sure you wipe your feet before entering or ask if they would like you to take off your shoes. It shows you're coming in with good intentions. Always be respectful of their homes. Wait until the elder sits and offers you a seat. Many will offer you food or drink, and it is respectful to accept. Do not decline. Politely introduce yourself to the elder you are talking to. Include your name, where you're from, and your educational background. Let them know why you are interviewing them. Ask them if they have any questions for you or anything they might want to know more about you. You'll also want to make sure you have your interview questions ready ahead of time. Ideally, these could be shared with the family member or caregiver you talk to before the interview. The types of questions you'll ask depend on the purpose of your interview or what kind of information you want to learn. Your questions are important. You might want to start out with some general questions for the first interview and then ask more specific questions during your second interview based on what has been shared with you. Here are some examples of acceptable interview questions. When were you born? Who are your parents? What was your educational experience like? When initiating the interview process, make sure you understand and respect their parameters. What are they comfortable talking about? What subjects should you avoid? Make sure you allow them to finish speaking before you continue on. Let them go at their pace. And try not to overwhelm them with your questions. If you're unable to get through all of them, ask politely if you are able to return, as many love having visitors. I also learned how outside people interact with my tribal elders by watching them approach my grandparents and other people in my community. My uncles told me that they were being respectful by bringing my grandmother gifts like food, drink, or blankets for the cold weather. I also noticed how these people respected her children by letting them know every step of the way what they were doing and why they were doing it. Many would come back multiple times to visit her and listen to her stories with great respect, listening, no interruptions, letting her talk at her own pace. Try to build a friendly and respectful relationship not only with them, but also with their children and grandchildren who you may see as a constant presence. I also encourage you to research the tribe the elder belongs to. Just because tribes have certain things in common does not mean they are the same. So take the time to learn about the people you want to know more about. So to summarize what we went over, always keep an open mind and go into these conversations with an open heart. Be respectful of their time and understand if they ask you to leave or to come back another time. Understand that their speech and humor may differ from yours. Some things they say may make you uncomfortable, but try not to take it personally. If they don't answer your questions, don't pressure them or continually repeat the question. Keep the conversation going. Some information they'll wait to share or they won't share at all. If you do not come from a tribal background, there are things they share that you may not understand. Many may still have grief or anger associated with their story. Do not overanalyze their household. Smile and do your best to not come off as judgy. If they are happy in their home, you should be accepting and happy to be invited in. Familial households may consist of more than what Western culture may consider normal, so be aware of your facial expressions. At the end of your time, make an offer to show them your project once it's completed and remind them of your gratitude for the chance to collect their stories, their experiences, and their knowledge. I hope this advice will give you a great starting point for your future endeavors. Pilamayaye, thank you for spending the time to watch this video and for preserving our heritage.
Okay, so we're gonna start page 33 again. During the interview, think about where and how you would intend to use the information you are gathering and ask questions to ensure that your purpose is realized. Don't just read the questions from your prepared list. Check your notes and then look at the interviewee when you speak. This is to help set up the interviewee. This is to help the set the interviewee at ease and make for more natural dialogue. Show the interviewee that you are interested in the conversation. Use your knowledge of the subject and provide genuine feedback. Be polite and diplomatic, especially when the interview touches on sensitive subject. Give the interviewee enough time to answer your questions, so don't rush. From experience, when the elders are interviewed, they think before they answer, and this takes some time. So be patient. Don't be afraid to rephrase your question or ask supplement one. Could you give me, for example, can you give me specific example of that? End the interview by thanking the interviewee. A follow-up letter of thanks is appropriate. A follow-up phone call to clarify a point made at the interview is fine, but try not to take up too much time. When you are the interviewee, prepare for the interview. Try to predict some of the questions that might be asked and imagine how you would answer them. Arrive early for the interview. Try to relax and control any nervousness. During the interview, think think before responding. Speak clearly. Answer questions clearly. Ask questions or make comments at the end of the interview. Research. Through the process of your interview, always stay focused on the topic you are working on and collecting. The select the selected topic should be one that has substance to broaden your vocabulary. It is important to prepare all necessary materials and a format to follow and guide you. Some examples. Introduction. You would say, Whatje Rose Ninan Disnekason Migaj Epejam Hien. Question. Danishinekasuyan, which is, What is your name? So the elder will answer the question. Another question you would ask, Dan Deosjen, where are you from? And or a question like Gego Bisam Mawatska Manantaman, like which month of the month do you like the most? Or what is your favorite month? Or Gigi Majina Waskat. Did you hunt long time ago? Research questions that you want the elderly to talk about or to start them off in the conversation. The questions also might take long to answer. Remember, you don't have to ask all the questions on your list. Remember to label your work and save it. Write down answers in point form. Checklist for the interview. Number 1, are you ready for the interview? Number 2, did you select an elder? Is your questionnaire ready? Did you set a place? Or you can ask the elder where they prefer to have the interview. Do you have a gift for the elder? Is your materials ready? Did you test your equipment? Practice saying words in the native language. So understanding the importance of elder interview. Elders are often regarded as the keepers of wisdom in many cultures. By engaging with them through interviews, the opportunity to capture their narratives that might otherwise be passed from their life experiences, historical events, and cultural practices. These interviews can be used for educational purposes, contribute to the community histories, and used in school setting. These interviews can also promote mental health for both students and elders, engaging in conversation about their past experiences, their life journey, sharing lessons learned, and connecting with others can provide a sense of purpose and validation. Again, do your homework before conducting the interview. Understand the background of their lives. Understand the culture movements. Researching information can help you guide the conversation, asking structured questions and the answers you want to receive. Some of the themes or topics: childhood memories, family traditions, challenges faced, cultural practices, lessons learned. Could be land-based activities or how to make a certain thing, like how to prepare the hides. Choose the choose the right environment. So choose the right location for the interview or ask the elder where they would feel comfortable to do the interview. They may want to select a location where they feel safe and at ease. In this exercise, okay, so that is the communication project, and it is interviewing an elder. So look through the unit to help you with the interview. In this exercise, you will continue to practice speaking, asking questions, and answering questions. Here is an example. Kiwel na Jane. And example answers. Ehe Kiwel Jane or Mona Kiwel Jane. So write the questions in syllabics. Example answer in positive form. Question Nagamo na Isaac. Ehe Nagamo Isaac. Atuskeo na Bob. You would write Ehe Atuskeo Bob. Metoel na Gord. Ehe Metoel Gord. Kiwel na Nancy. Ehe Kiwel Nancy. Michisu na Judy. Ehe Michisu Judy. Kiswaso na Barb. Ehe Kiswaso Barb. Nemo na Tony. Ehe Nemo Tony. Nipaw na Ross. Ehe Nipaw Ross. Matu na Joe. Ehe Matu Joe. Punigil na Hunter. Ehe Punigil Hunter. So if you were to say this in the negative form, Nagamo na Isaac. Mot. Mot nagamo Isaac. At tuskeo na Bob. Mot mo na at tuskeo Bob. Metawel na Gord. Mot. Mot meto Gord. Kiwel na Nancy. Mot kiwel Nancy. Michisu na Judy. Mot michisu Judy. Kiswaso na Barb. Mot kiswaso Barb. Nemo na Tony. Mot Nemo Tony. Nipaw na Ross. Mot Nipaw Ross. Mato na Joe. Mot Mato Joe. Bonigil na Hunter. Mot Bonigil Hunter. So that's how you would answer positive and negative. So we will go back again to Wiyashishak, Namesek, Bineshishak, animals, fish and birds, and some other are included in here, like butterfly, bug. So we said that animals are helpers to mankind. How do they help? Moose is a provider for food, clothing, tools, and shelter. Moose is part of our life cycle. Eagle is the protector of people. The eagle is known to be one who soars high into the sky. It can also see a great distance. Wolf is known to be the kind of the forest. Wolf hunts in packs and have strong family unit. Every wolf and cub have a place and role in the pack. They respect one another. Long ago, native people ate bear meat, used hides for blankets and clothes. Bears were known as guardian spirits. Crow is a scavenger, cleans Mother Earth all year round. Rabbit is a source of the diet for native people. Rabbit eats twigs. Long ago, natives used rabbit fur to make clothing, jackets, hats, and blankets. A beaver is a provider for food, clothing, and tools. The beaver is a strong swimmer and can bring down a polar tree by gawning at the base of the tree. Beaver is known of its work ethics. A goose is a symbol for our country, Canada. Goose is a source of food, and feathers are used for blankets, pillows, and clothing. Geese fly north for the summer and south in the winter. Partridge provides food. Sometimes people use partridge's tail for decoration or to feed. Trout, known amongst the Cree as the greatest of all underwater creatures, a delicacy with native people. So again, we said a beaver is a misk. A bear, muskwa. Fox, makesho. mink, saqueso, an otter, nikik, muskrat, watjesk, a lynx, bisu. Polar bear is wabusk, skunk, shagak, rabbit, wapus, a dick, caribou, moose, moose, a liquid squirrel, wapstan, martin, mistus, cow, a epigemosis is deer, wawaskeso, elk, and lamb, manaticus, horse, mistatim, anigus, frog, cuckoos, pig, akik, seal, mechanic, turtle, sikoso, weasel, Mohican, wolf, biso. Biso is bobcat, weenusk, groundhog, Mississippiso, lion, adim, dog, bush, cat, memengo, butterfly, niska, Canada goose, wahel, snow goose, benel, ptarmigan, she sheep, duck, Wisconsinus, blue jay, Mikiso, eagle, Ochachak, crane, Kakago, crow, Ohomiso, owl, peepitail, robin, kiosk, seagull, amo, bee, majos, buck, magua, loon, sagamel, mosquito, wabukusis, mouse, wapiso, swan, masamegos, trout, okas, walleye, namel, sturgeon, achapis, pike, atikameg, whitefish. Translate the following sentence into the Ininiimowin language. So again, practice saying sentences. So number 1, Niwapamao Pineo. Niwapamao Pineo. I see a partridge. Nimwao Kinusel. I am eating fish. Ganata Pamao Moose. I will go look for a moose. Dan. Let's go fishing. Niwapamao Wapstan. So in the next key question, select 10 animals or birds or fish and write it in Roman writing and syllabics. The first column is English and put it into Roman writing and syllabics. So elders and knowledge keepers. So again, we said that elders are acknowledged by their community because of their experience and the vast spiritual cultural knowledge they hold. Learned teaching, service, and earned respect. They have strong beliefs, values, worldviews, language, and spiritual ways of life and being. Generations of history and teachings passed down to them. So a knowledge keeper are taught by elder, and one who continues to learn and works alongside an elder in traditional ways of knowing and being. They may or may not be considered an elder, but one who holds wisdom, traditional knowledge, and expertise in various spiritual and cultural areas. Elders and knowledge keepers are leaders, teachers, role models, mentors, and healers within their communities. So some of the teachings that they may provide: traditional plants and medicines, cultural identity, spiritual practices, worldviews, cooking, sewing, land-based teachings, ceremonial areas, oral traditions, storytelling, songs, and cultural traditions. Land-based teachings, connections with Mother Earth, land, to do with land, animals, seasons, and all life, and relationship building. So the appropriate gifts for indigenous elders and knowledge keepers include honorariums for their time and expertise, and tobacco, sweetgrass, sage, handmade gifts, blankets, quilts, beaded items, artwork. So giving a gift demonstrates gratitude and respect for the elders, knowledge keepers, their time and effort to build relationship. So make sure to always have the gifts ready before they present. Listen carefully to the words presented. Nakamo, nakamo. That is singular. So plural, nagamwag, nagamwag. Nipaw, nipawag. Piminuel, piminuelwag. Pimuhtel, pimuhtelwag. Punigil, punigilwag. Kiswaso, kiswaswag. Atuskel, atuskelwag. Akuso, akuswag. Metuel, metuelwag. Nimo, nimwag. Matu, matuwag. Michiso, michisuwag. So here are some pictures. The first one, Nagamo. Nagamo, singing. Picture number 2, Nepal, sleeping. Picture number 3, Nemo, Nemo, dancing. Picture number 4, Atuskel, working. Picture number 5, Bimuhtel, Bimuhtel, walking. Picture number 6, Medoel, Medoel, playing. Picture number 7, Akuso, Akuso, sick. Picture number 8, Biminuel, Biminuel, cooking. Picture number 9, Michso, Michso, eating. Picture number 10, Bunigil, Bunigil. Picture number 11, Kiswaso, Kiswaso, mad. Picture number 12, Mato, Mato. He or she is crying. Pronunciation practice. Listen carefully as the words are broken down into syllables. The first one, na, ga, mo. Second one, ne, bao. Bimenuel, bimodel, bunigel, que soa so, a do scale, a go so, metawel, Nemo, Nemo, mato, mijiso. So if you were to look at using your charts, your basic characters chart, syllabic chart, and if you were to use these to find the words, it is more easier when they're broken down into syllables. So you look for na, na, ka, ka, and mo, nakamo. So we'll get the chart, basic character chart. And the first word is nagamo. And we will use the combined chart, and we will do some examples. So the first one, nagamo, and if we use the words that are broken down into syllables, the first one is na, ka, mo. So go to your N column and sound and look for na. And that's how your syllabic letter would look, na, and then ga, K sound, naka, and then mo, nakamo. So there is three syllabic letters for the word sing, nagamo. Nepao, nepao, sleeping. So ne, pa, nepa, nepao. And the final is the W. So go down on the right hand side, left hand side of the chart, W sound. And on the right hand side, finals, nepao. Pimenuel, pimenuel. So go to pi, me, pimenuel. So final N, pimenuel. And next syllabic letter, and then the W sound. So the final, pimenuel. The next one I'll use akuso. So go on the top vowels, and then the final H, go. So go to K-O, ako, so. So S-O, and the final is W, akuso. to scale. So again, on top, and the final is H, to to scale. The final S, go to S column, to scale. So next is K. That's how your final would look, and not the final, the syllabic letter, and the final would be W scale. Metawel, me, ta, we, and on the same where the W sound is, go to the end. Finals at to scale, and the final is the W. So Nemo, we would have to use the long characters combined chart. So ni, look for, go under the N. Ni, Nemo. Again, basic character chart. Nemo. So it has ni, has a dot on top of the syllabic letter to show that it is a long character. Nemo. Mato. So again, long character chart. Ma. So it would have that dot on top of the syllabic letter. Mato. So do. T. Mato. Mato. So the final is the W. Mato. Okay, and that is it for today. Until next class, what's your language?